from the great state of Chicago, please put your hands together for Elizabeth O'Neill.
So yes, I am a bartender, comic, the one that you read about in the news. And I love rock music. That was so fun. So yeah, I bartend down on Michigan Avenue, which is like the upscale shopping tourist area, because I love cultures. And I had this group of Germans in recently, and great group of people, just real sturdy, so decisive, like right away, just like, I don't have a I'm like, okay, relax, I'll get it for you. So they were really cool, and they said, Elizabeth, we like you so much, we just wish we could talk to you in our native tongue. You don't know any German? Anything? I said, oh, I do know one phrase, halt de mund. It means be quiet. Be quiet. They were like, we know we're German. Right. And they said, how did you know this? Do you have German friends? Have you been to Germany? I said, no, I learned it reading my favorite book, The Diary of Anne Frank. Let's party, guys. All right. So I'm originally from Philadelphia. That was so tepid. Not surprised. So I was there recently for some shows, and my mom and I were on the phone, and she just said, your father and I are just over the moon. Just so excited to see our little baby girl do stand-up. Told all the neighbors. We're so excited. I was like, you guys are going to come? Okay, I didn't know. That's fine. I'll come up with a clean set. It'll be great. It's totally fine. A clean set? What does that mean? Please explain. I said, oh, just some jokes I can do for my parents, a group of cloistered nuns, some Republican toddlers, I don't know. But no, it'll be fine. Well, what do you mean there's jokes you're doing that you can't do in front of us? How are you representing the family? What are you saying? Give me an example. I said, okay. So I was working, and I look at my fellow barkeep, and he's muddling some mint and lime, and I say, ugh, mojitos, they're the worst. And he's like, yeah, I know, but I make them so good that people keep coming back for more, I was like, yeah, that's how I feel about blowjobs. So. I know it's a thinker, it's okay. And she's like, oh, that's a good one, okay. Don't tell that one to your father. I was like, no, I won't. But then she immediately just goes into this tunnel of despair. And she's like, how are you getting home at night? You're out there talking to strange men late at night in bars about your talents with blowjobs, and who's walking you home at night? Are you Ubering? Do you need money? Are you poor? What's going on? I said, Mom, relax. No one is going to assault me in an alley because I was doing a joke about a blowjob. I'm fine. All right, honey, well, we'll just see if I'm right. All right, Mom, thanks. So next day I got a call from my dad. Elizabeth, we need to talk. What's this I hear about you telling your mother there are alleys in Chicago? Not okay. Not okay. So I never had an abortion. And I think, after over a decade of having sex, that's like a badge of honor, right? Or I'm just totally infertile. I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll never know. Maybe God knows. Is there a God? I don't know. Let's not get into that tonight, okay? We're not going to get into that. But I may never have had an abortion, but I've had some very, very questionable periods, Think about it. You know what I'm talking about. You look behind you and you're like, oh, that's human. Look at your tampon and you're like, that's got that same strong nose as, yeah, that's got David Britton all over it. So rough, so rough. So yeah, I'm been doing stand-up for about 2 years, which mirrors the same amount of time I've been single. I don't know if they're connected. But I've learned a couple things about myself. You know, I'm very comfortable with my thoughts. We're always together. The two of us. Yeah, so I've learned a couple things. Like, I feel the same way about smoking cigarettes as I do about online dating. It's disgusting. And I'm better than that. But then I get drunk and, like, that's all I can think about. That's it. So yeah, I mean, I work in a restaurant and I do comedy, and it's like, well, if you're not gonna date guys that work in restaurants or comedy because you're against that, then that just leaves the internet, right? So, you know, I have a couple vodka sodas and there I am just puffing and swiping, you know? That's all I do. I don't know. So one morning I wake up and I think to myself, oh good, 36 new messages from Tinder. How did that happen? I don't remember. What's Tinder? I don't know. Last night I knew. So I find this one just gem before I've deleted it for the third time. And I see his name is Jeremy. He's 35. And he says, hey, I really like your pics. I'm a chief in the city and I work on the weekends. How about you? So I just write back the only idea that's in my head, which is a chief. So he doesn't respond right away. So my brain just goes on this immediate dance. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, did I meet the one white Indian chief living in Chicago? Did I meet the one 6'6" white Indian chief living in Chicago? Elizabeth, that's ridiculous. He's a CEO. Yeah, he's being cute. He's the chief executive officer. You've been bred for this, okay? It's time. The mothership is calling. It's time. And then I come to my senses and I'm like, there's no way that a CEO is on Tinder. He's a police chief. That's adorable. Oh my God. What if he's a fire chief? He's a hero. Oh yes, this is it. Oh my goodness. He's so ambitious too, right? To be a chief by 35? Like, he's had no time to think about women or dating or anything. He's probably a homeowner. Oh my goodness, he's been waiting for me. This is it. Oh my God, what can I do that to our children? I don't know. Like in our family, you know? I'm just thinking about myself. Like, you're marrying a man in the line of fire? Could you do that to your kids, you know, just all late at night, pacing, sleepless nights, again and again, over and over, sipping all that Chardonnay on the rocks, like, you know, just thinking, like, when is he coming home? I don't know. Little Ainsley comes out of her bedroom and she's like, Mommy, where's Daddy? Is he home yet? When's Daddy coming home? And I'm like, I don't know, Ainsley. Daddy's probably dead. Go back to bed. Did I do that to my kids? I don't know. I don't know. My phone buzzes and it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm a chef. It's like real Sex and the City, you know? But I actually have been dating someone. I gave up to the universe and I work with him and he's a comedian. So it's just, I accepted it, you know, I'm defeated. And he's a tad younger than me, 7 years younger than me. That's funny. And it's really funny. We started dating. I was like, I'm totally okay with it. It's fine. You know, we just don't need to go in public. Like, let's just never leave the house. You know, just like we're fine with it. Who cares about the world? But you know, we went out and I was right. First bartender we get, you know, he left his ID in the car. She cards me and I said, yeah, he's 25. He'll, you know, it's fine. And she says, I'm really sorry that I made him leave. It's just that, you know, he kind of looks like he's in high school. So I was like, yeah, I know he's got a baby face, you know. And she said, that's fine, but what do you think? I was like, okay, I'm not his social studies teacher. Like, Mary Kay Letourneau just ruined it for all of us, you know? We just have nowhere to go. Can't safely date a younger man without ridicule. But then it got, you know, it got a little worse because he refers to himself as the boy. You know, like, oh, the boy is ready for a night of drinking some warm grape juice. I'm like, honey, we call it red wine. Adults call it red wine. And then he has this expectation for role play. So he'll say things like, how about you be the hot housewife and I'll be the pool boy? I'm like, yeah, okay, babe, that's cool. Sure. Or the other one was, how about you be a sea lion trader and I'll be an otter pup? Yeah, okay. And then the best one was, how about you be a dominatrix and I'll be your submissive son. That's not really sure what his dad's into. And I said, oh, I have one. How about you're a man? And I'll just be me. Yeah. So I'll leave you guys with this. So I am hanging out with a lot of other comedians and female comedians. And, you know, we're so supportive of each other, you know. But apparently when we're not around each other, we just want to slit each other's throats. I don't know. I'm not saying that competition's a real thing, but it is. So I was having lunch with a friend who's a guy comic, and he said to me, what did you do to Danielle? What did you do to her? Because she's just texting up a storm about you, and I need to know what happened. So I said, what did she say about me? What happened? So I'll just do it in her voice, because it's just more fun that way. Elizabeth is such a fucking cunny bitch, okay? She's such a fucking cunt. Like, she just acts like so condescending to me, and like, she acts like I don't even know she's a cunt. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, ugh, what a cunny bitch. And he says to me, why are you smiling? Like, most women don't smile when they've been called the C word. I was like, no, I just totally impressed that she picked up on all my condescension. I didn't think she was that smart. Amazing. She's like, what's her number again? I should text her and we'll get brunch. Thank you guys so much.